Hello guys, I'm Yvon Donko, Senior Consultant at CRM Asset Consulting. We are specialized in Microsoft technologies, Power App, Power Automate, Power BI, Dynamics 365, and so on. So this is video number 12 on a series of around 20 videos I will post on automations. So in this video, I will show you how to create a custom connector for MailChimp from scratch. Okay, I was working using the existing connector, but I faced some issues not solved, so that is why I've been obliged to build my own one, and it works well. And in this video I will show you how it has been done. As I told you in my first video, because in the first video I showed you how to create a custom connector for Zoom. Okay, as I told you, when you need to integrate to system, you can first use Postman. You integrate it with Zoom, or in this case with MailChimp. You test the post and get and so on and get request, and if it works well, you can now go back and create your custom connector from Power Automate. So the first thing to do is to create an app, okay, from MailChimp. So this is the app name, the description, this is my company name, this is our LinkedIn page, and this is the redirect URI, okay, URL. So I take this information from Postman, okay, to put it here. If you can refer to the first video to see where I get it from Postman. And then I have the client ID and the client secret after the client ID. I'm not going to show you the client secret, of course. You know why. Okay, now, when you create the app, you will recover some information to put it back on Postman. Client ID, client secret, and so on. Okay, when it is done, you can now test your connection. But for MailChimp, it doesn't require the client ID and the client secret. I think I have just added a token under the authorization. I don't click here because I don't want you to see the token. Okay, so once you make the integration, you can now start testing your post and get requests. Okay, so let us start by testing a get request, and this link is provided by the Zoom API. Okay, it's not the magic, you just read it. This is how we recover audiences from MailChimp. If I click on send, I will get a response. Okay, let me see. Okay, so this is the response. It will give me all the audience as list. Okay, so this list contains all my audiences. You can see it's too many records. Too many. Okay, so my get works well. I can also test a post. Okay, post request, and as I told you, you don't do any magic, you just read the API. Okay, so add a list. Okay, so this is add a list, post / list. Okay, so it is the same link. This one will not change for any request. You just copy what is provided on the API documentation, so it is / list. So now create a new list, your MailChimp account. To create a list, of course, I need to pass a JSON object containing the parameters to create a list. So this is the body parameter. You have the name, which is required, so it should be included in your JSON object. Okay, I have already built a small sample. This is the name. I give a name like this. You also have to specify contact required. Okay, So this is the contact, and the contact has also different fields required. So the contact itself is another object, okay? It's another object with different keys and values. So contact, you see, company is required, address one is required, city is required, country is required, okay? I must provide all these, okay? So permission reminder, default campaign is required, and these are the items inside the default campaign object I should provide. All which is required should be or must be there, okay? So permission reminder, campaign default with this, and email option value is the email option value. So you can build your simple JSON object like this, and we will use this one. Or let me change the name. Audience 24. Okay, I can put the same name as the subject, and now copy my JSON object and I go here. I will say it's a get this time, and the link is the same, okay, because the API is telling me it's just the same, okay, slash list. It's like slash list for get also. So I come here, I say it is a get, this is the URL, and I need to pass a body. This is my body, okay, and I click on send. Sending, I should get the output here. Yeah, so this is my output. No, it seems it is the output of the previous operation. From here, okay, maybe I should this is the list. I provide okay, even if I don't see the response from here, I can go in the audiences, okay, refresh to see. I should be able to see that list I have just created. Test audience. No, something went wrong. Something went wrong. Oh, this is the get. Oh, I said it is a post, okay? Post. It is rather a post this time. That is why I had this result from the get. Okay. Now, since it is a post and I have provided the JSON object, I click on send. Okay. So now this is the response. Okay, this is my list created, and if I now go here and I refresh, I will be able to see my new audience created from Postman, odd audience 24. Okay, odd audience 24. So you should make sure that you select the correct method from here, otherwise you will have small issues like this. Okay, so it works well from Postman. So now I can go on Power Automate. Okay, I've already created the connector. I'm just going to explain you how it has been done. Okay, this is the logo. It's up to you. Background color, description, HTTPS scheme given by the API. So This is the host, also provided by the API. This is the base URL. You can move on security tab. I have to select the authentication implemented by the API is auth 2.0. I don't create it, I just read it on the API reference. This is the identity provider, client ID, client secret. You should put the client ID, client secret, because when you create your app, okay, your MailChimp app, you have these details. This is the authorization URL, token URL, refresh URL. You can put the same as the token here. The scope, you can leave it empty, and the system or the flow will just use the right provided by the app. Okay, when you create the app, that app has some right, so no need to specify the scope from here. This is the right direct URL. When you save the connector, Microsoft generate this, and you can take this one and put it back in your applications. Okay, I have another application used for the custom connector, this one. Okay, so once you are done with the security, you now go on the definition tab to create all your methods, get and post, even put if you want. Get campaign or get all audiences. So you give the summary, the description, the operation ID, and you click on import sample, you pass the URL. Okay, so by default, MailChimp can limit the number of records it gives you, so you can read the API and see how to increase. Okay, you just pass it as a query parameter, so you put a question mark and you put the count parameter. So now you are done. Let us see also here new audience. To create a new MailChimp audience, you give operation ID. This is a post. Okay, this is the URL provided by the API. This is the header, but I'm not obliged to put this. You can even remove. The important is the body. Okay, you need to pass all these. You pass your JSON object. Okay, this one. You pass it from as the body. Okay. So this is simply how I have created this custom connector for MailChimp. In the next video, we will use this custom connector to build some powerful automations, and you will see. Thank you for watching, and see you next time for the next video. Thanks.